this is Bella Yon, your lead nutritionist and recipe developer here at Metabolic Living. Welcome to today's Metabolic Super Meal demonstration for the Get Immunity Upgraded 30-Day Challenge. I am here to upgrade your immunity with tasty and nutrient-rich recipes. They're very, very easy to make, and they've got those simple ingredients that you can find anywhere. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all my Power Bowl recipe. Now I have left this recipe to the end of the challenge because it is one of my absolute favorites. It's really, really adaptable. It's going to be one of those brilliant staple recipes that's very quickly going to become kind of your go-to lunch or dinner recipe, especially when you're tight on time. I can personally say that hands down, we probably make Power Bowls at least once a week in my house. They are full of healthy immune boosting ingredients. And honestly, regardless of what you choose to add in there, they absolutely never fail to satisfy the taste buds as well. They are truly, truly delicious and nutritious, and I'm so excited to be sharing them with you all today. Nourishing your immune system with the right foods is obviously more important right now than ever. But with our lives turned upside down, that can be a real challenge. That is why we have developed all sorts of different variations for today's metabolic super meal. So whether you follow a paleo, ketogenic, vegan, maybe you're vegetarian, or maybe you follow our balanced metabolic lifestyle, it truly doesn't matter. We have got you covered. All you've got to do is pop on over to www.metabolicliving.com and you are going to get free access to all of the different tasty variations for this recipe, and you're also going to get free 30-day meal plans and also some shopping lists. Now this recipe is going to serve 4 people, so as always feel free to scale this recipe up or scale it down to fit your family's needs and whoever you are cooking for. And remember, you can always meal prep this. Power Bowls are awesome for meal prepping and just putting in glass Tupperware, keeping them in the fridge and just grabbing and going whenever you need. So for our ingredients, you are going to need some sort of herbs and seasonings to season up our protein. Now this can be different for you, but what I'm going to be using today, and I highly recommend this blend: 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, we've got 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Also for the seasoning and marinade, we're going to be using a 1/3 cup of organic olive oil. Olive oil is made up of heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, really, really important one called oleic acid, great for your body. You can also, of course, sub that with avocado oil instead. Also for the marinade, I've got a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. And then for my protein today, I'm going to be using 1 pound of pasture-raised organic sirloin steak. As always, feel free to sub this out for your favorite protein of choice. I did mention earlier, but this Power Bowl recipe is so adaptable. It can very easily become a staple in your house. All you've got to do, you can just switch out the protein regularly and keep this really fresh and interesting. While I am demoing a steak here today, I actually make this dish all the time with salmon, chicken, turkey, chickpeas, and for my vegan and vegetarian friends, you can also use some tofu or tempeh here as well. It's entirely up to you, honestly, so adaptable. For the base of my bowl, I'm going to be using 2 cups of cooked cauliflower rice. Now this is always going to be the base of my bowl, just typically due to the phytonutrient and antioxidant properties that cauliflower provides over grains. However, sometimes I will mix it up and add some soaked and sprouted brown rice or some quinoa in here. Honestly, any riced vegetable or grain or even salad leaves are going to work really well for the base of our bowl. So now moving on to our veggies. So today, I'm going to be using the following. I'm going to be using an entire avocado, and I'm going to cut that up into slices. Just a little note, actually, I'm going to be using raw vegetables today, but feel free to use roasted vegetables. You could use some roasted root veggies here, some red peppers. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. But as I said, today I'm going to be using an entire avocado, really rich in potassium, great source of healthy fats, and I'm just going to slice that up finely. I'm also going to be using an entire cucumber. I've said this before, but cucumber is low in calorie but high in nutrients, and researchers actually know cucumber for its anti-diabetic activity as well. Today I'm going to be using half a cup of pitted kalamata olives, also actually bursting with phytonutrients. They're actually known for their vitamin E content. Absolutely delicious as well, and just go with the whole Greek theme of today's power bowl. And then lastly over here I have 1 cup of halved cherry tomatoes, really rich source of lycopene, beta-carotene, folate, potassium, vitamin C, flavonoids, and actually vitamin E in tomatoes as well. For my toppings today, I am personally going to be using 4 ounces of feta cheese, just crumbled on top for some more flavor. If you are dairy free, no worries, you can simply sub it or remove it. And then I've made my own tzatziki with very, very simple, just Greek yogurt, some grated cucumber in there, some fresh dill, and a little bit of chopped onion. You can use dairy-free yogurt if you would like. In general, whatever sauce you use, I would just recommend using some. I've used this sauce, I've used hummus, tahini dip is delicious on here, guacamole, even our homemade sour cream from week 1. Honestly, so many options. It's about making your bowl your own. So let's get going and make our power bowl for today. So in a large bowl, you're going to add all your spices. So as I mentioned, today we're using oregano, coriander, garlic, salt and pepper. So pour all of those in, give them a little bit of a stir to mix. And then you're also going to pour in your olive oil. So popping in my 3rd cup. And then also the red wine vinegar. So pour that all in there. Give it a little bit of a stir to combine. This is going to form our marinade. Absolutely delicious on any kind of meat, especially steak though. And then what you're going to do is place your steak or your protein source in choice. Now you can either do this in a reusable bag or you can just do it in a bowl like me. Make sure the steak is nice and coated in the sauce. And then I like to marinate my protein for about 2 hours or even actually overnight. I personally find it easier to do this prior to bed, and I can just do it and pop it in the fridge to marinate. But you can actually do it in as little as 20 minutes if you are tight on time. Absolutely fine. So pop that off to the side. Now, when it's ready, depending on your protein source, cooking is probably going to look a little bit different for everyone, but I personally love to use my grill for really flavorful meat in these bowls. So today, I'm going to be turning my grill to medium-high heat, around 400 to 450 degrees, and then I'm going to remove the steak from the bowl, discard any leftover marinade, and then once the grill is really nice and hot, I'm going to cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes per side, and then remove it from the grill and set aside. If you are using steak, allow the steak to rest for about 10 minutes and then slice it against the grain. As I said, if you are using other protein sources today, no worries at all. Cook them in your favorite way, and then also know that you can always comment below if you need any specific direction. Chickpeas, as I mentioned, are one of my favorites in this. I personally absolutely love to roast them in the oven and pop them on top here so they're nice and crispy. Chicken and salmon on the grill is also awesome, but you can bake them too. So as I mentioned, guys, so many options. While the meat is cooking, you're going to be making your cauliflower rice. So grab a large skillet, drizzle a little bit of olive oil, and then what you're going to do is throw in your cauliflower into the skillet. And then you're going to add your seasoning of choice. Now, as I mentioned, this can be anything. You can do our cilantro lime rice from earlier on. You can do some garlic in here, some salt and pepper. Maybe dice up some onion and throw that in. Some fresh herbs, some parsley is delicious in here. As always, entirely up to you. Whatever seasonings you decide, with your cauliflower rice, you are going to saute it over a medium heat for about 5 to 8 minutes until it's nice and tender but not too mushy. So now we are going to get to arrange our bowls. So this is really, really fun to get the whole family involved. What I like to do is lay out all my various ingredients for my protein bowl on a countertop or on a breakfast bar. Always remembering, again, with these bowls, just try and include some sort of protein, some sort of base, whether that's a riced vegetable, a grain, or even those salad leaves. Also your toppings, so ensuring, as always, that at least 2 of them are vegetables, and then of course your sauce, whatever that may be for you. So divide everything evenly. Here is my bowl. So I've started by putting cauliflower rice at the bottom. I've also actually mixed in some red cabbage leaves in there. Then I've arranged my vegetables around, topped it with my nicely cooked steak, and then crumbled on that feta cheese, and also a nice dolloping of our homemade tzatziki. Absolutely delicious. There you have it, guys. Very, very easy power bowls. I truly hope you will love this recipe and that it will also become an adaptable staple in your home, just like it is in mine. Please be sure to snap a picture if you did follow along today, or if you ever decide to make these power bowls. I would absolutely love to see your creations and see your family enjoying this dish. All you have to do is share it on social media with the hashtag GetImmunityUpgraded. Now, if you have missed the start of the Get Immunity Upgraded challenge, or if you're wanting to join late, please don't worry. You can still join, yes, even now. And you are going to be able to access all of our free recorded cooking demos over the course of the challenge over at www.metabolicliving.com. Plus, on top of that, we're going to give you free workouts and also a 30-day meal plan with grocery lists and recipe customizations to fit your preferences. We have got something for you, whether you're paleo, vegan, ketogenic, or anything else, we've got you covered. Please also make sure you go ahead and follow us over on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We are at Metabolic Living, and we do post content daily, so make sure you follow us over there to keep updated with everything we are posting. Remember, we're all in this together, so let's come out of this stronger than ever. It's time to boost your metabolism, strengthen your immunity, and flatten this curve. Thanks so much for following along, and I really hope that you guys all enjoy your power bowls.